It's been 1 year since I've been monetized on YouTube. I can't believe it's already been a year. I'm going to share how much YouTube paid me in my first year of monetization. To my subscribers, this isn't our usual content, but we'll get back to the regular content in the next video. And I know some of my subscribers are interested in starting a YouTube channel or already have one. Also, some people might just be curious. I'll break down my analytics, views, watch hours, and total earnings with just over 13,000 subscribers. I'm going to show you the breakdown of my analytics, which videos earned the most, and how much they earned. And I'll also share some things I've learned along the way. The basics of monetization are you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the last 365 days to be able to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. Then you can apply once you meet these qualifications. Once you're accepted, you can have ads placed on your videos. YouTube will pay you 55% of the ad revenue generated by your videos. But you do have to pay your own self-employment taxes. I have a video about this that I'll link below. You also earn some money from subscribers who have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium viewers don't see the ads. YouTube shares a portion of the monthly premium YouTube membership fees with content creators. This is based on how much your content is watched by the premium members. I was still working full-time when I got monetized, and I could only handle making 1 video a week. My channel is about how to save for retirement and how to live on a modest income. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, you could consider subscribing. I got monetized in April 2024. It took me 9 months to get monetized. I retired from my career as a teacher in June 2024, so in July I was able to start making 2 videos a week. I just didn't have time for that when I was working full-time. My audience was somewhat split between financial videos or emotional personal videos. So I decided to make a Tuesday video on the emotional side of retiring and a Friday video that was more finance or fact-based. So let's get to it. In April 2024, my first month monetized, I made $66. I didn't get my first paycheck in May though, because the threshold is you have to hit $100 before they'll pay you. Then in May, I earned $654 and met that threshold. So in June, I got my very first paycheck of $720, which was for April and May combined. I make monthly portfolio update videos each month where I share how much YouTube income I made. I record these videos on the last day of the month. On your dashboard, it shows the estimated revenue, and that's the numbers that I've shared. But the actual amount isn't calculated for several days after the end of the month. And you don't actually get paid until the following month, usually on the 21st. So the numbers I'm going to show you now might be slightly different than the numbers I've shared in my portfolio updates, just in case anyone notices. So here you can see how much I made each month. It varies quite a bit. December was my highest earning month so far, and that number bumped up quite a bit after those last few days of processing. So if I go to December and click on content, you can see that this one video earned $567. It's also interesting to see that that same video brought in 525 new subscribers. Now you can see I put in a custom time frame of April 2024 to April 2025. So for the 1 year I've been monetized, I've made $10,123. In the 1 year I've been monetized, I've gotten 1,295,189 views. I got 87,200 watch time hours. Just a side note, different niches make different amounts of money. Retirement planning falls into the finance niche, and that's one of the top paying niches. If you have, say, a lifestyle channel, for example, it won't make as much per CPM. CPM stands for cost per meal, which stands for cost per thousand in Latin. That refers to the amount advertisers pay for every 1,000 views their ads get. Now you can see my top viewed videos, but those won't necessarily be my top earners because some of them came out before I got monetized, like this top one. Now if I go to the revenue tab, you can see that my top earning video earned $667. If I scroll through the whole list, you can see the totals each video made. But this only shows the top 50. I've made 130 long-form videos. So I can use Google Sheets Export to view all my videos. You can see way down at the bottom that my lowest earning video only earned $2.50. But if I average all the videos together, I've earned an average of $78 per video. That makes me feel a lot better when I have a video that only makes like $2.50. There's absolutely no way to predict which videos will do well. As content creators, we think all of our videos are good. It can be really disappointing when some videos don't do well and surprising when other ones do. For me, YouTube is a combination of a hobby, an income source, and a little bit of volunteering. I like to look at it like that because per hour I'm not making a lot of money, but it's not about the money for me. I spend up to 7 hours making a 10-minute video. It takes me about an hour to research and write up what I want to talk about. Then it takes me about 30 minutes to record, but it takes me up to 5 hours to edit the way I like to edit. Then I upload the video, write the description, and create a thumbnail. That takes another 30 minutes. And I'm very aware I don't have to do it this way. Many YouTubers just turn on the camera, record themselves, and upload their video, which is awesome. That works well for a lot of YouTubers, but for me, the writing and the editing is the part I really enjoy. That's what I'm invested in. It's the part that's like a hobby and a little bit like volunteering. I say this because I feel like I'm helping people. I wouldn't spend this much time on it if it didn't matter to me. So I'll spend an average of 7 hours from start to finish on a video. If I make an average of $78 per video, that's $11 an hour. That's not even minimum wage. So you can see how it's not just about the money. I think you have to really enjoy the process. You have to feel like you're helping people or making a difference somehow. Now, if you're able to just record yourself talking and make a video in 30 minutes, then that could be some pretty good money per hour. There are also lots of other ways to make money on YouTube. You can sell merchandise, offer channel memberships, or use affiliate marketing. You can have brand sponsorships, sell digital projects, use Buy Me a Coffee, and host workshops and events. Those aren't things I'm interested in doing at this time, but you might be. Another thing that I find really interesting is how many people out there are that dislike videos or leave negative comments. I read somewhere that if your likes versus dislikes is over 90%, then you're doing great. Mine are usually over 99%, but there's usually always one person at least that dislikes my videos. And I've noticed that the more views a video gets, the more dislikes it gets. This makes sense because the more views your video gets, the more YouTube pushes it out to non-subscribers. So this video that has lower views than my others only has 1 dislike. But this video that has almost 100,000 views has 52 dislikes. 52! But it has 1,759 likes, so the percentage is still over 97%. I just find it interesting. This is also my highest earning video, the one that made $667. When I first started YouTube, I would feel bad when I got dislikes or negative comments. But now it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I honestly don't even pay that much attention to it. I've learned that it's just part of the gig. If you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, I have several videos that might interest you. I'll link those below. It's quite a learning process, at least it has been for me. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in early retirement, consider subscribing. Today I'm going to leave you with a quote by Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Hope to see you again soon.